here at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center. Yeah, I'm going to move back a little bit. Probably should leave it right where it is, actually. Okay, we're here at the That's good. We're here at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center in West Palm Beach. And my name is Carlton Cartwright. And I'm with the Children's Coalition Incorporated. I'm the executive director. And we're here today interviewing Mr. What's your name, sir?
Sidney Kessler.
Sidney Kessler. Mr. Kessler. Okay, Mr. Kessler. Mr. Kessler, when is your birthday?
11/10/23.
Okay, and where were you born?
The Bronx.
Okay, and okay. Where did you serve?
Africa, Italy, France, Germany.
What branch of the service were you in?
Air Force.
Okay. And you say your rank when you separated was?
T5.
T5. Okay, cool. Okay, were you drafted or did you enlist?
Drafted.
Where were you living at the time that you went into service? The Bronx?
Bronx.
Okay, cool. After they drafted you, did they tell you they wanted you to go in the Air Force? They wanted you in the Army, or did you get to pick?
Yeah.
So you chose the Air Force.
Yes.
All right, smart move. Okay. Okay. All right. And why did you pick that branch?
It was available.
Okay. All right. Did you feel that was a better branch of service to go into than the other three?
Yes.
Okay. Was it from what your own personal information, what conversations you would have with other people? Combination?
Yeah.
Say that? Okay. All right. What did it feel like when you went into service? Where did you go to basic training?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
How long were you there?
About 6 months.
And what was basic training like?
Okay. I was very fit when I left there.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you go to technical school while you were there or afterwards?
While I was there.
And what was your AFSC, your specialty code? What was your AFSC? What was your job?
Teletype maintenance.
Okay. And okay, well, so you did that all in the same basic training and tech school, all in the same, okay, in Carolinas. Gotcha. Greensboro. Tell me about boot camp. What was it?
It was fine. Food was good. The exercise was great.
Yeah. And the education? Learned a job.
Yeah.
That was it. So, after you said 6 months? 6 months or 6 weeks?
What?
Basic training.
6 months.
6 months. Oh, no wonder. Okay. All right. So when you got done with basic, did you go home on leave?
Yes.
And then after that, what happened? When you went back on?
After that, let's see. We shipped out from New Jersey to go overseas.
Okay. And where did you land?
In Africa.
Where in Africa?
Bizerti.
What country was that in?
Africa.
That's the continent. What country?
The hell do I know?
I understand. Was it North Africa?
Yes.
More than like, yeah, right. All right. What was it near? I mean, Egypt, Mozambique, Cairo, thinking cities and names. Desert? Are you in the desert?
Close to it.
Close to it, huh?
I don't know what country Bizerti belonged to. Bizerti was a coastal city.
Okay. Ghana?
Huh?
I think Ghana's on the coast. Was it on the west coast of Africa?
I don't think
Or was it in the Mediterranean?
on the Mediterranean.
Got you, on the north end. All the way on the north end, huh? How long were you in Africa?
Not very long. 3
see any combat while you were there? No?
Who are you going to fight? The Arabs?
Well, I remember the Germans trying to take over parts of Africa.
Yeah, well, they were gone by the time I got there.
Oh, you ran them out.
No,
They knew you were coming.
single-handed.
They knew you were coming.
Can
So-
I smoke while we talk?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. As long as we're outside. Where'd you go after Africa?
I went to France.
And where were you stationed there?
It was a stop-off place to go to other countries.
Oh, okay. Was that near Paris or?
No, but I went to Paris.
Oh, okay. Got it. So where were you in France when you got there? Do you remember? You remember?
I don't remember.
South of France, middle, South
Southern
France.
France, yeah.
Yeah. Were you near the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
okay.
off the Mediterranean.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're saying it was a staging,
Yeah.
like a staging area, so to speak.
Yes, it was.
And so where did you go after you left that staging area?
I think I went to Italy,
Remember where in Italy?
Naples,
Naples. Okay.
the Isle of Capri.
Okay. All right. And what did you do while you were there?
Sunbathing.
How long were you there?
Maybe a month.
All right. See any combat? Engage the enemy at all? Where'd you go after Capri?
No, it was Naples.
Naples. Oh, okay.
The Isle of Capri is a vacation area.
And it's like right off the coast?
But
Naples is on the mainland.
Naples is on the Mediterranean.
Right. But it's in Italy, right?
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, right. Because I remember stopping there once, a long time ago. But anyway, all right. So where'd you go after Naples?
I think I went to Germany. Not sure.
Okay. And what did you do once you got to Germany?
Nothing.
Did you see any combat at all while you were in there, in the service?
The only combat I saw was fighting off the Arabs and the women.
Where were you fighting off the Arabs in North Africa?
Africa, yeah. Well, we had fun with them because our sleeping bag, we cut it in half because they would buy it from you by giving you cigarettes, and they would turn it into a garment. So instead of giving him the whole bag, we cut it in half and gave him half at a time. So we got twice as many cigarettes.
Okay. All right. So you said were you fighting with them or
No.
no? Okay. All right. So how long were you in Germany?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. All right. So where did you go after Germany? What was it like? Wait a minute. How was the food in Africa? Let's back up for a minute. How was the food while you were there?
It was GI food, you know, and we had no table to sit at.
Uh-huh.
We had to stand and eat.
Okay. Was that sea rations, or was
No,
it?
no.
Okay. All right. So they cooked for you.
Yeah.
You got okay. Same thing in basic training. You got regular meal
Yeah,
a couple of times a day, right? Several times a day. Okay. So when you got to France, food, how was it? Okay.
good.
Good food. And Germany.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what you besides your job? What else did you do while you were in these places?
You don't want me to tell you.
Uh oh. No, just tell me about the sights that you saw.
Beautiful women.
You remember the?
I had a girlfriend
Okay.
in Italy.
Yeah.
Her name was Luisa Derisi, and her father was a wealthy man. He owned apartment houses.
So let's talk about the job. What kind of job was that you had? Teletype operator?
Teletype maintenance.
Maintenance. So
Which we don't use. We don't have teletypes today anymore.
no. And what purpose did that job serve?
The purpose of repairing teletypes.
Okay. And what was that used for communication? Like
Yeah,
it was like a communication network throughout Europe,
throughout Europe.
and you maintained the machinery.
Right out.
Okay. All right. Did you ever have any problems while you were doing that? No. Okay. Were there any? You ever get to a point where there are any casualties at all in your unit?
No.
No. Okay. So you went from Africa to France to Germany, and how long were you in Germany?
Not very.
Not long. Where'd you go after Germany?
Italy.
Oh. Okay. How long were you there?
In Italy, I don't know, maybe better than 6 months, I believe.
6 months.
Maybe longer.
How'd you like the Italian food?
Bueno.
Bueno, huh? Good food. All right. Good. Okay, so you were in Italy for 6 months. Food was good, and I guess what you had like a regular 9 to 5 job.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go to work in the morning, come home in the afternoon.
right.
All right. Did you? How much of Italy did you get to see?
Well, I get to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh, okay.
I went to Foggia, which is a Air Force bombing area, for bombers.
Right.
And from there, the bombers blew the hell out of Ploiesti oil fields in Romania,
Oh.
which was very interesting. And that was in Italy. I went to Rome, a beautiful city.
Right.
And I saw the oldest synagogue in the world in Rome.
Really?
Yeah.
So where'd you go? Where did you go after Italy?
Here come the kids.
I see.
They're going to play. Here they come again. Whoops. They're over there.
Yeah.
They went.
They're gone again.
They're gone.
Okay.
They'll be back.
I miss them. Okay. So where did you? Obviously, you enjoyed your stay in Italy. So where'd you go after Italy?
I think I shipped out to go home.
So you were in the service for 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And so where'd you go when you went back to the States?
Where did I go? I went home.
Oh, you got out? You separated? So let me get out. I feel like we're missing some parts.
What part do you want?
Where were you at the longest?
Where was I at the longest? Italy.
In Italy. But it was only for 6 months.
Huh?
It was only for 6 months.
Thereabouts, maybe a little longer.
Okay, so I'm just trying to determine what you did for the 3 year period. Okay, you went to Africa for a month.
Yeah, shipped out of there.
Okay.
And
France.
France,
How long were you there?
not too long.
Okay, then you went up to Germany.
Germany, not too long.
Okay, and
Then Italy.
6. So that sounds like that's about less than a year and a half.
What do you want?
I'd like to know where else you got to travel to. Where else did you get to go?
I don't know.
You don't really remember?
No. I may have stayed in these areas
Longer.
Yes.
All right. Tell me two of your most memorable experiences while you were in the service, or more than that if you'd like.
Well, Louisa Derisi and her mother.
Besides them,
You got any nuts?
I don't have anything for the squirrels.
No.
Cute little guys, well they're friendly, aren't they? Yeah, give me something real that you remember besides the ladies. Something that stands out in your mind. Can't go there, huh?
No.
So you were never a prisoner of war.
No.
Okay, and there were no casualties in your unit. No. Okay. So how did you stay in touch with your family? Over here, back in the States.
I mailed them.
You used to write a lot?
Yeah. Used to send them a lot of money.
Oh,
I won shooting craps.
okay.
About $1,000 a time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
They got scared.
Why?
They didn't know where this money came from. You know, how did I get it?
Yeah.
I think I sent them about maybe $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
So they didn't know what to do with it. I said, put it in the bank. It's green money. It's good.
Yeah. Right. Did they save any for you when you got home?
Did they what?
Did they have money for you when you got home?
Sure.
Good. Did you have all the supplies that you needed while you were in the service?
Yes.
I get the feeling, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Was there any pressure or stress at any time?
No.
Okay, let's see. Did you ever go home on leave? When you got leave? Over the 3-year period? Did you go home on leave besides basic training? You go back and forth a couple of times? What did you think of officers and your fellow soldiers?
No problem.
No problem. You liked the Air Force, didn't you?
Yeah. It's good service.
Yeah.
I wish I could have flown, but I wasn't applicable for flying. I did fly
Yeah.
with friends of mine who were pilots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we flew B-25s to Rome. That's how I got to visit Rome.
Oh, okay. All right. Used to hop?
Yep.
Used to hop? Okay. Where else did you go besides the places that any other places you went besides the places you told me about?
I can't remember.
No? Okay. Did you ever use your GI Bill?
Yeah. It was, what was it? Money for 3 year, I believe.
When you got out of the service?
Yeah.
Okay, for school or living or what?
I guess it was for school. Not sure.
All right. What did you go to school for when you got out of the service?
When I got out of the service,
Yeah.
didn't go to school.
What did you do? What did you do when you got out of the service? You separated where? New Jersey or the Carolinas when you came back
Jersey.
home? Okay. So you separated. So what did you do when you got out of the service?
I laid around for a year,
Okay.
getting the money from the government.
Right.
I finally, after a while, went into business, home improvement,
Okay.
keeping you awake.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead. I'm good.
And then That's what I did. I went into business, home improvement,
And how long did you do that for?
a couple of years.
Okay, so let's address the career. What other kinds of jobs did you have when you after that?
That's it. That's it.
Home improvement for a couple of
Home
years.
improvement for at least a couple of years.
And then what did you do after that?
I retired.
How old were you
How old?
then?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Killing me. You're killing me. Did you ever go back to Europe and visit?
I don't believe so, no.
No. So did you get married? Did you have kids?
Yes, I got married in the States, and I had 2 daughters.
Uh-huh. And did you stay in New York or?
No, I went to Long Island. I went to live on Long Island, Huntington, Long Island.
Oh, okay. All right. That's where you had the home improvement business?
Yes.
So, between now and then, what did you do? What have you done with your life? You had a couple of kids, you got married. What else have you done?
Retired. What else?
Well, what did you do in your retirement?
What did I do?
Yeah.
I laid back on my ass and took it easy.
Okay, that must have been one lucrative business.
It was.
Was it?
It was because after the war, a lot of homes needed improvements.
Oh, okay. You were busy.
Huh?
You were busy.
We were busy installing kitchens and fireplaces. We were busy.
Uh-huh. Did you join any veterans organizations?
No.
Did you make any friends that you stayed in touch with?
I don't believe so.
No? Still, I don't think I've gotten really a couple of good experiences that you remember that stood out besides
Besides,
the 2 girlfriends.
well, that was the prime
That was
time.
highlight. Is that the highlight?
My time in Italy, anyway.
Right. Right. Well, what were the people like in the other countries? What were the people like?
Receptive.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Everything went off without a hitch.
Yeah. Cut a lot of cigarettes, though, by cutting the sleeping bags in half
In Africa.
in Africa and selling them to the Arabs. They would make a garment out of it.
Uh-huh.
And we would get their cigarettes.
Oh, you'd get their cigarettes.
Their cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Their cigarettes
You'd sell them.
are American cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
How they got them, who knows?
Okay. Usually that's the other way around.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So, and you sold them sleeping bags.
Sleeping bags, cut in half, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess they wanted those sleeping bags, huh?
They needed clothes.
Oh.
They'd cut holes in them and put their arms through it, and that would be their garment.
Oh, okay. All right. So, just a few more questions. This one. Okay. Did your military experience? I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about how did the military affect your life? Okay.
Well, it really didn't, because when I got out, I was physically fit from the exercise and so forth.
Well, that's an effect. Yeah. Did your military experience influence you? Well, that's an effect. But the other thing I want to know about is, did your military experience influence your thinking about war or about the military in general?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go in again.
Why is that?
Well, it's a regimented life,
Uh-huh.
and you don't have leisure. You have to abide by rules and regulations. But it's another life. It's not not conducive for me to want to be in there permanently.
Gotcha. Okay. I take it you haven't attended any reunions.
No.
So, and just as an overview, all right. Tell me a little bit about how did your service and experiences affect your life? You know, you've been through the military process, and you got out and got to see the world.
Right.
You know, just thinking back, what kind of effect, you know, influence did it have on you?
Well, it didn't influence my life. My life was influenced when I got out by the woman I married and the children I had.
Where are you kids now? Are they still in the Bronx? Are your
Yeah.
children still in the Bronx?
No, my children, one is in Singapore and the other is in New York.
Okay.
And they're 62 and 64.
Oh, okay.
A couple of kids.
Yeah. Okay. Like me. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, is there you said you used your GI Bill, and what did you used it, right?
I used it for the money.
Okay, and you used it for school, but you can't remember what you went to school for.
I didn't.
Did you ever go back to college and finish? Did you go to college at all? No? But obviously you were a pretty good businessman, huh?
Fairly good, I guess.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to add that we haven't covered?
No.
Did we get everything, hopefully? All right, well, I just would like to thank you for your service.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for the time that you've taken to give me this interview.
Thank you.
You're welcome.